Hello there, beauties. I'm Brooke, and this is my channel, Tarot with B. So today we're going to be seeing all about your next partner, your next relationship, like who they are. This is all about the who. Okay, so I'm very excited to do this, and I am going to have an extended for this one. So, um, for this part of the reading, it's all about your next partner's personality, their vibes in general. Maybe like first vibes, like how they come across and then how they actually are. I think that that's probably what's going to come out there. And then some physical appearance. I think career will come out as well a little bit. Um, and then we're also going to get into like letters. I'll pull some letters and charms for the YouTube reading. Then on the extended reading on Patreon, we're going to do your chemistry together, how you'll meet, and when they will come into your life. So that we'll do quite a bit here on YouTube, and then there will be that possibility for the extended on Patreon to see more about you guys together and your relationship and all of that, and then when they'll come in and how you'll meet. But this is really all about them. So yeah, I'm excited to do this. And again, the link to the extended will be down below to my Patreon. I'll leave that down below. And I'll mention it again in each individual pile. But let me introduce the piles for this portion of the reading that's all about who your next partner is, who you'll be in a relationship with next. So we have pile 1, and we're using these little tiny baby pill bottles. They're not pill bottles, but little pills. So we have the blue one with a little scrunch face for pile 1. For pile 2, we have the winky yellow face. There we go. Winky yellow face here. For pile 2. For pile 3, we have I guess it's a mint color green with the scrunchy face again. For pile 3. And for pile 4, we have the heart eyes with the red. Okay, so that's for pile 4. So you can use, the timestamps down below. You can use the expressions on these little capsules. You can use the color, whichever pile is really calling to you. Take a second, trust your intuition, tap into your intuition, and just really see which pile is calling to you. Okay. And your timestamp, you just scroll to your timestamp down below in the description box and click, it'll head right to your reading. Okay, so again, we have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. And I'm going to go ahead and get started with pile number 1. Pause the video if you need a little bit more time, and I'll see you in a minute. Hello there, pile 1. So if you chose the blue scrunchy faced capsule, this is your reading all about your next partner and what they're like, their vibes, their personality, their physical appearance, maybe a little bit about their career. And we'll get into some letters as well as some charms. And again, there is an extended reading for this. I know I just mentioned it in the intro, but I'm going to remind you again. There is an extended down below, and we will be addressing your chemistry together as well as how you'll meet and when they will come into your life in the extended. So the link to that will be down below. But for this reading, I'm really excited. Let's get into who they are, who your next partner is. Ooh, the elk and ash with strength. So your next partner is a very strong-willed person. I think that they do not give up easily, and they could also have a large build in some way or just a big presence, I think that they seem really quiet, like a quiet strength to them. There's something here where I'm just seeing the elk's eye, right? It's just there's something soft about them, soft spoken. I don't think they're super extroverted. They feel more introverted to me, but their presence is big though. Maybe there's like an intensity to them that's just really interesting and holds people's attention. They really want to know more about this person, about your partner. But I think that they've been through a lot in their life that have had them learn so many different lessons, right? And they really are so strong because of these lessons, right? And because of everything they've endured, they've they're very wise. There's something here about them being wise for sure as well. They're very strong in several ways. And I think physically they're like a gentle giant or something. Either they're a bit husky, or they have broad shoulders, they're big boned. I don't like saying that, you know what I mean? But they could be tall, but there's just something striking about their physical appearance. That's very, you notice them. It's difficult to not notice this person, right? You're like, oh wow, okay, they look strong. That's kind of what I'm getting. And maybe they are, we'll see what else comes out here, but it feels as though they've got a big physique. And I don't mean big like fat or anything like that. I mean, perhaps for some, but and I'm not saying that in a derogatory way at all. I want you to know that. I think that is beautiful. Okay, so we're very much about inclusivity here for all body types, everything, all genders, everything. So I want you to know that right now. I'm not being mean when I say they could be fat. I think that that's beautiful, but I'm not saying that they are. Not for everybody, right? So I think that they just have a big presence too. And again, there's something very distinct about their physical appearance. But we'll get more into this, okay? I'm curious because that's an interesting start here to see about them. I got a lot from just that little card. So I got a new deck that we're going to use, and we'll see what comes out with this. This is it's got a little bit of everything that I mentioned, like their personality, vibes, and physical appearance. So we're just going to see what pops out with this, with these cards for pile one spirit. What is pile one's, okay, it's too many. What is pile one's future partner, next partner like? Okay, that's good. There's 3. Oh, one fell. Oh, a few. How many here? 2? I think there's 2 here. Yes, okay, so I just need one more card, please, Spirit. Okay, it's in my hand still. I'm keeping that one. Okay, so we're going to keep these. Let us flip them. Something will seem off. I think that, okay, this card's interesting to me. It's going to be different for everything intuitively, but I already know the vibe here. I'll get to it in a second. Youthful. Okay. Undeniable chemistry. Elegant and graceful. Oh, I love that. A good profile, yes. Always supports an underdog. Yeah, here's the thing with this person. Something will seem off. It's because they're quiet. They're not super outward when you first meet them. They're not the type of person that finds it easy to communicate with people when they first meet them. I don't think this person's for small talk. They're not um they don't enjoy small talk necessarily, or like getting to know new people or knowing them. Well, I think they like knowing people, but like they don't enjoy the whole process of getting to know people, right? Like when they first are introduced to them. Because here's the thing, I think that people are so drawn to this person. I mean, they've got this undeniable chemistry to them that people are like magnets to them, and they're just like, oh, okay, I don't know about this. So they put off energy that's like, not get away from me, but like they put their walls up, like I don't I don't want to be here right now. Kind of like that. And that's why I think that something will seem off came out. Because they have walls, because they've endured so much. Um they have walls up, and they don't let just anyone in, right? But as you get to know this person, they are so beautiful. Their outlook on life, that to have youthful here, it's just they have such an addictive outlook on things. And youthful in the sense that they are carefree and about um let me think. I'm trying to just figure out how to word this. They're very carefree about other people's opinions. I think that that's really big here. I think that they really cared a lot about other people's opinions in the past, but now they're very much like, mm, no, they've endured a lot and they're just very carefree now. They're like, I don't care what anybody else thinks. And it's very like a weight lifted off of their shoulders where they can just exist and be. And they're they just try new things. They play, it's takes a while to see that part of them. They don't show this to everyone. I think they seem very serious at first. So as you get to know them, it's like, whoa, who are you? Like because they have this youthful energy to them that's very fun. And I think they're very funny too. There's something where they just say whatever pops into their head. And not I don't mean that in a negative way, like they're or mean. They're not like that. It's just like they're random thoughts. They just it spews out of their mouth and you're like, why did you think that? Like something random, like I wonder why blah 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 blah. Something so random, right? And it's just like, huh, okay. Like how kids just ask the weirdest questions? It's kind of like that. Or like have the funniest thoughts. I think that that's kind of how they are too. Their brain is always moving. They're very intelligent. I definitely am getting that as well. Very intelligent. Um, and we have, of course, undeniable chemistry. There's something about them that is addicting to people. They're just interesting. And I think they're very physically attractive as well. Um, so that also draws people in. I don't know. I'm getting like Scorpio a little bit here, Scorpio vibes with this undeniable chemistry, because there's something about a Scorpio's aura and their presence. And it doesn't even have to be a Scorpio sun. It can be like a moon rising, whatever, dominant, if they have a lot of Scorpio in their chart or something. But there's just something about a Scorpio's energy that's very intense, but they're you want to know more about them. They're mysterious. I think they're very mysterious in their undeniable chemistry because they don't give much away of themselves, right? Especially up at first. And we also have elegant and graceful. So I love that because like I said, I think they may have a bigger physique in some way. So they carry it so beautifully though. Like they're very graceful. You know how some taller people, specifically taller people, can be a little awkward with their movements or like they're not flexible or anything like that. This person's not like that. I think they're flexible. They just something about how their entire presence is very classic, and they're very graceful and beautiful and just delicate, but they're also so strong. It's like I love this. They're like a gentle giant, a beautiful gentle giant that moves so beautifully too. There's something about how they move also, because and I think that that also ties into this undeniable chemistry, because they move in a way that's you have to look at them, like whether it's just how they walk or just their confidence, whatever it is about them. It's very beautiful to watch them move, but it's also like I need to know more about you. That's kind of what it is for that. A good profile, the side of their face, like you look at them from the side, so pretty. I think they've got a very distinct nose that's very, very attractive, and their mouth, I'm getting that too. Very nice lips, very nice mouth. And I feel like when they think, which is all the time, they like purse their mouth in a certain way, or like they put their like hand by their mouth. There's something about that too. I'm getting like they're just like that's their thinking. It's just they do it subconsciously, but you find it very attractive. There's something about that for sure. Um, Also, when you first, this is a little okay. I have to include it though because it came intuitively. And this is all I'll say about this. When you first meet them, you might see their profile first. Okay, that's all I'm saying. And always supports the underdog. Yes, they're very they always root for the people that, and I think that that's what it is. Like, yes, for sports or whatever, it's probably like that too, where they root for the not the person that isn't the favorite or the team that isn't the favorite, whatever. But I think that this also has to do with them being an underdog in their life before, right? So they look at people and they may be struggling, people may be struggling, and your future partner is always going to root for them or always try and help them. They're a very kind-hearted person, and they just want people to succeed, right? That especially people that have had a really rough go of it, right? So they really maybe even help. They could, their career could have to do with that as well, like some kind of guidance counselor or like a career a headhunter, something like that, where they're helping people find a job or rehabilitating them after, like, I don't know if they have had substance abuse issues, but I think that they help people that have, like, whether it's drugs, food, it could be alcohol. They help, or even um convicts, like ex-convicts that are out. They help them, like a probation officer or something, something like that, social worker. There's something here where they try to help people in their career, in their career, sorry, but help people like find housing, help people get jobs after struggling, going through a hard time. I think that that's very, very important for your future partner, for sure. Um, oh, they're a lovely person. I want you to know that right now. Lovely person. Obsessed with them. Okay, so I'm moving these over because I can like put this in the middle and put more cards. That's gonna irritate me. Okay, so we'll get a little bit more here about them with my Love is Dead. It's from a card game, like a game, but I use these because it's that you'll see here. If you've watched my readings before, you've seen these. But yes, do you see how this ghost is even like a little thick? I think I'm telling you, your future partner is a little bit. Okay, but this says if you've got it, haunt it. So like flaunt it. They're very attractive, physically very, very attractive. Um, and I think in the past they had insecurities, but now they own who they are. They own how they look, and they have this beautiful confidence to them that's it's just lovely to see. Um, and then we've got your six pack is coming along nicely. Yeah, they're working. I think that I was getting that too. They're very strong. I don't know if they have a six pack. I don't necessarily think they care about that. I think that they are working on getting strong. They're strong, physically strong. So lifting weights. I don't know if they do CrossFit or just something, but they're very active at the gym for sure. They're working on taking care of their body. And maybe they want a six pack, but I don't get the vibe that they care so much about that. They're just kind of like, I'm doing it. I am getting strong, and that's exciting. They're more excited about that. Soulful. Oh, yeah. You wear your heart on your sheet. Yeah, I think that this person has a huge heart, and once they give it, like open their heart to people, it they're so they give you everything. They give their entire heart to people. And I'm not sure they have a ton of friends. They definitely have friends that have been in their lives for a long time though. That's the thing with them. This is the type of person that will have friends for life, especially after like, I think through their healing, when they healed from all of these struggles that they endured, and I'm sure they're still healing. I don't want you to think like, because everybody's, it's a it's always right. You're always healing, but through the majority of that, where they were struggling and they had their lows, I think people came into their life that really helped them through all of that. And those are the people that will be there for the rest of their life. I don't know if they have too many school friends, like from school, but definitely meaningful, beautiful friendships. And again, they give everything. They do. Yeah, intellectual. You're the type of nerd who puts the hot in hot mess. So again, there is something here about they're a little nerdy. And they could dress a little funny. Like, now I don't mean that like in a negative way. Again, we love self-expression. We love I really try not to make anyone feel bad about anything here. So this person just is, they dress in a way that is different from most people. They're an individual, I think. And but I also think that they're just a nerd in a good, like it's very endearing. They know a lot about a lot, and they're um but there could be one thing very specific that they geek out over, that they like collect a bunch of stuff from that specific thing. You know what I mean? Um, and you're just like, you're such a nerd. But it's endearing. It's not like a negative thing. And again, they're reiterating how hot this person is. They're very attractive. Okay. This confidence that they've got, very attractive. There's also something here about maybe sometimes their appearance is a little messy, like disheveled in some way. There could be some of that too. Um, when they're frazzled, I think that really happens. Like when they start freaking out, they get like, you can really tell when they're freaking out, because like their clothes will be all disheveled, or their hair will be a whole wow, a total mess from like running their hands through it, pulling it, like, so. But I think that for the most part they're very put together. Okay, so we have, yes, okay, please be an enemies to lovers, please be an enemies to lovers. Ooh, there's some sort of meet cute here. That's interesting. So you could, again, there could be something here. I don't want to get too much into it, but something will seem off, right? There's something here there. Why is Spirit doing this to me? There'll be more about this in the extended, okay? But something's going to be a little interesting when you guys first meet that you may not see eye to eye, okay? That's all I'm saying. Oh my God, who wouldn't get lost in your eyes? Yes, didn't I tell you they have intense eyes? They have super intense eyes. They're very interesting. And intent, you're just like drawn in. This person looks at you and it's like they can see into your soul. They're very that's cool. Let's do some, we'll do tarot in a minute, but I want to do these Buzzfeed cards quick. More about their future partner, their next partner. Sorry, I keep saying future. Next partner for pile one. Oh my God, okay. Oh yeah, mixtapes. I think that they yeah, I'm getting that. Like if they're on public transit, or like even if they're in their car, like if you're in an area where people drive a lot, they are always listening to music. But especially like on public transit, or if they're walking somewhere or something, they'll have headphones on or earphones in so that people don't talk to them. Like, I'm telling you, this person hates um small talk. They do not like it. They hate it. Like they will go to crazy lengths to not be put into a situation that will have them talking to people like that they don't know. They do not like it. Tornado. Yeah, again, there's something here about being a little bit of a hot mess. They're scrambling. They're very like chaotic in some ways. Maybe in the mornings. Yes, I'm getting that. Like in the mornings, they are all over the place. They're not a morning person, okay? And like I think they set like 13 alarms. They set a ton of alarms so that like, because they keep falling back asleep. They keep falling back asleep. And then it's like their last alarm and they pop up and it's like, oh my God, I'm going to be late. So they have to scramble and get ready. I'm definitely getting that for sure. Okay. Look at this again. I know it's not, but this is like the only one in this deck that is like similar to this elk here. So I think, again, there's something about big. Okay. They're big, but beautiful. So beautiful and interesting. A bison has such gorgeous eyes too. They're so interesting. If you look into their eyes, it's like, oh, there's an intensity, right? There's someone home. I don't know. Do you ever look at an animal, and this is so random, but here's the thing, this person's random. They think these things and they're just like that there's a thing like that has a thoughts and like a mind, like you think about, yeah, it's an animal, but like you look them in the eyes and it's like there's someone home. Like I wish I could describe it in a better way, but you're just like your mind gets blown, if you think too much. And that's how this person is. They just think a lot like that. But I also think, again, they're just very, and they could have brown hair. I get because brown is coming out a lot, specifically with the animals. So they could have brown hair or brown skin. They could be brown, um, or brown eyes. Yes, soft, sweet brown eyes. But they'd be dark, dark brown eyes. Okay, like, and then they turn. I love because when they turn in the sun, it's like, oh, chocolate, beautiful gorgeousness, like when you look in their eyes. Because I don't think you can really see their pupil, even. They're that dark, their eyes. Okay. So, but they're just interesting. Oh, they're so pretty. Because I'm seeing their eyes, like very gorgeous eyes. And again, intense, intense for sure. Busy. Yes, they're very, very busy. Always on the go. Um, my stomach is grumbling. I'm so sorry. Maybe they're hungry right now, or maybe you are. Get some food, something to drink. I don't know. But yeah, they're very, very busy. Always moving. Always like boom, boom, boom. We're doing things because they have shit to do. They are, they're dedicated and motivated too. They're very focused on career right now, I think, and so they're really getting a lot done in their life for sure. They're a little impulsive too. There's an impulsivity to them that's definitely there all the time. Um, and it could cause some chaos in their life because I think they really prefer slow. They would like to live a slow life, like something that's easy, not having to be running all the time and doing this and this and this and this and in the chaos. And that's their life right now, chaotic. It's chaos. But they're really working on having an easy life where they don't have to be so stressed all the time, very slow, easygoing time. That's what they crave. Wow. Okay, that was horrific. Okay. What in the world just happened? Okay, well, those are definitely shuffled. Okay, let's see about. So we have the Four of Cups. Here, I don't know if you can see it very well. The Four of Cups. Again, about helping people, I don't know, that are in like a struggle. These cards, I may not use the specific meanings like of the Four of Cups for these cards because you get such visuals with them, right? For some of them I will, but I'm just going to read them really intuitively. Um I don't know, I just feel like they're a very comforting presence to people that are just at their wits' end, like frustrated completely over everything, right? They are there to be this guiding light and to calm and to make people feel better and more secure in what they're doing. Definitely. The Eight of Swords, yeah, they feel trapped in some way. And I'm definitely getting the sense that it's from the busyness. They don't like it. They don't like being on the go. They want to, like, not literally, okay, don't go live in the woods and not have to worry about paying bills. That's not literally, but it's an example. Like, they want calm in their life. They don't want this chaos, so they feel very stuck at the moment and are trying to get out of that. And I think that's why they're so dedicated to being busy at the moment, you know? Oh, there's 3 here. I'm keeping them. Okay, cool. So we have the Page of Wands. Yes, definitely. There's definitely some fire energy here. I know I said Scorpio, but there's definitely fire with how impulsive they are, and a little chaotic. So we have Page of Wands, which is Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Okay. They're very motivated though. They're dedicated. They go. It's like right now they're going little by little. They're getting things moving. Um, but they're making big strides. They're halfway up that tree, I think. And again, there is an impulsivity to them, and they're very emotional. I think they're very emotional, but they hide it. I'm telling you, they hide it, and that's where that Scorpio comes in. um they have all of these emotions, but they push them down, and it's like they have a mask on for people that they don't, and that's why things seem off. I think this is more around when you guys first meet, because as you get to know them, it's like, oh, I got it. I get you. I know you. Because again, they'll give you their whole heart once they get to know you. Okay, they want me to do this one next. The Six of Pentacles. Exactly. They're very giving, very considerate. This is a person that tips really well. If there's street musicians, even homeless people, they will always try to give money. Like if they have it, they will give. Like that's just how they are. Um, but again, I think this has to do with their career and always supporting the underdog. Like I said, social worker, something like that. They're very much trying to utilize the resources they have to help people get ahead. Honestly, they're very much that person. They're very kind. The Four of Swords. Yeah, they just want to sleep. I'm telling you, they give me that vibe. I think that they really enjoy what they do. They just don't want to be working so hard. They don't want to be um having to work those long hours. And I think that it's also a job that's very emotionally draining, because you see people in situations that are horrific in those type of jobs, or like in a you know like I mentioned before, in counselor positions, in even psychiatrist, or anything like that, psychologist. They could be that as well. There's a few options here, but they're dealing with people that are struggling and have a really hard time, and that can take a toll on them for sure. It's like they have to rest and recharge in order to keep going, because it's so much sometimes for your next partner to get ahead. And also these are both like with music. They could really enjoy like guitar, ukulele, anything, just any instrument music. That's prominent for them, because we had mixtapes too. They really enjoy music. I think that they find a lot of peace with it as well. But I think they create music as well on the side. That could be something that really brings them a lot of peace of mind and calm from all the chaos in their life, for sure. Oh, beautiful. The Nine of Cups. They feel like they have everything they want. They feel very balanced, and like like they're manifesting their dreams, or they already have. It's just a matter of getting in a more comfortable place in their career where they can not work as much. I think they want to move up at their job, like to a position that um they don't have to grind, and that they can make more money. Do you know what I mean? So um they just want to be peaceful. I don't know. They want to help people, but also live a calm life. And ultimately that is their goal, to really, it's like they want to have a ton of money and just like give to these um places that really need it, so they can really help a lot of people, like charities and such. They're like such a they have such a philanthrop philanthropic philanthropic um energy to them. They just, oh, they're so kind and giving, honestly. And they, again, the moon is here. They feel so much, so much. Yeah. And again, they don't show too much. They're very, they pull away from people that they don't vibe with, you know. I don't, I mean, I think you guys will be okay. We're not going to get into that here. That will be in the extended, but um yeah, they don't show themselves to many people, I'm telling you. Definitely not. So let's get some charms and letters to see more about them. Okay, let's do these charms first. Okay. Oh wow, a lot of those came out. Oh man, one of those was really calling to me, but oh no, we got one. Okay. Because like I saw one and I was like, oh, but we have Aries, which exactly, Page of Wands here. So we have Aries and Cancer. Oh, and Saturn, which is Capricorn. Oh, that's so funny that that's coming out so much. They, again, about wanting a slower time. They want a slower paced life, but they are in like this fast paced environment and they're just like drowning. They feel very stuck from that for sure. Um, that's fascinating. But they're working toward their dreams. And I think they'll definitely reach them. It's just a matter of if they can stick it out, like, because it's like fighting against their who they are, because they just want peace, you know, and it's very chaotic. So they really try to do things that bring them peace. That's very important to this person. And again, there's a bunny here. It's just like very, very busy. So busy. It's always on the go, you know. But then there's such a softness again. Bunnies are soft, right? I also think they really like being outdoors. I was getting that before too. I think they like being outdoors. They find it very grounding and peaceful. Um, we have strawberry. So they could be, oh, also they could be have been born in the year of the rabbit, by the way. You'll have to look up the years for that. I can't remember off the top of my head, but they could be born in the year of the rabbit from Chinese zodiac. So we have a strawberry. I think that they really like summer, okay? But I also think they it's just sweet. They're sweet. This is such a sweetness to them. I'm also getting like intuitively like someone biting into a strawberry and then the juices like flowing down their lips onto their chin. There's you really like looking at their mouth. Okay, I'm just telling you right now. You really like looking at their mouth. Um Buddy. Yeah, they're definitely like, I think they are in like corporate America right now, or like they have to go to an office. I'm seeing this high heel and it's like they have to dress really well for their job, or like they like to. They could also like shoes, like have a shoe collection or something. Um which is funny, but I also think that it's like Cinderella too here a little bit. Like they're just trying to better their life and better other people. Again, that's coming in. Better other people's lives as well. They're trying to like help people go from rags to riches, you know, while they themselves are trying to do the same. Um, so we have a lot of tiny little tarot cards here. We have the Five of Cups. They've definitely had a lot of disappointments in their life, but I think that they're really trying to focus more on positives instead of those three cups that have fallen over. They're focusing on the two that are still standing. Yeah, the Eight of Pentacles, so busy. They're working very hard. Very career oriented and dedicated right now for sure. Oh yeah, the 10 of Swords. This is the 10 of Swords. Yeah, they're feeling very defeated. There's something here where they're just, it's they've been through a lot of pain again, you know, and there's been a lot of endings in their life, and I was getting that with the moon too. because it's very cyclical, a lot. They've had a lot of struggles. Ooh, and the devil's here too. The devil's here. So it could really have been like either alcohol or drugs or something that they felt chained to. And I think they're out of that now, but they've had a lot of struggles and difficulties in their life, and it has not been an easy time for them. But they're really trying to work through that. And I think they've worked through a lot of it. Obviously, they came out as strength. That's huge. Yeah. Oh my God, the Four of Swords again. This person needs a nap. They need a whole vacation. I think that I'm telling you, this person really like wants to live a peaceful, calm life where they're not going. That's very big. But they want to help people, so they do this. And of course, in this system, you have to work, right, in order to live, which is not what they want to be doing. They just want to exist and sleep until, I feel like they don't get enough sleep. This Your next partner really does not sleep enough. And we have the Five of Wands. There's a lot of chaos in their life. Again, they get pulled in a lot of different directions. I don't think it's necessarily conflict with people. I'm not getting that at all, and I didn't get that with tornado either. Sometimes that can be the case, but no, I think it's just their life. They're feeling very like all over the place and being pulled in so many different directions, and people, they have a lot of responsibilities. There could even be something with a parent that they're like the caregiver for, on top of working and their music and staying connected with their friends and keeping their own sense of, you know, um, peace with. I think that they find that a lot of that through working out, by the way, and moving their body. But they're being pulled in a lot of directions, and yeah, but they're very determined though to make sure everything is okay. We're getting so much cardinal energy here. Look, I just put that together. We have Aries, Capricorn, and Cancer. This is a leader. It's someone that is just very determined and will get things done. They will. That's crazy that we have all three. Well, there's still Libra, but interesting. Okay, let's get some letters to close out your reading. See what we can come up with. This could be like initials, name, anything. We'll see what comes out. Okay, that's good. I'm not doing too many today. RV. Yeah, it's like these are together. RV. It's like they just want to like ride off and like not be around too many people. They just want to enjoy their life, live off the grid, maybe, have a tiny house. I don't know. But there's an I, two T's, another R, and there's an F, an S, an M, an A, an E, and a Z. Okay. So there's a lot you can get from here. Vermont. Again, they're outdoorsy. I feel like they're very outdoorsy. There's something there. Montana, um, Rhode Island, potentially. Um, Arizona, easy. Maine, is Maine ME? Lots of like really beautiful states are coming out here. Like known for their like outdoors beauty. That's interesting. But see what you can come up with. There could be names. There's Tim here. Ari. Ari is here. Um, yeah. So just have fun with those, okay? Um, and see what you can come up with. You can write them down. it's very hard for me after channeling to try and come up with letter like names or anything like that. So please, like, comment down below and tell me what you come up with, because I'm really curious. Comment down below, like, with the words and then like a blue emoji of some sort. Yeah. But I'm going to end your reading there, pile one. Again, if you'd like to check out the extended reading, I'll leave a link to my Patreon down below. Anything Queen of Wands and higher will have access to this. Um, the Queen of Cups is just for anybody that wants to be there, but you have to be Queen of Wands or higher in the tiers to get access to the extended reading, which will again include your chemistry together with this person, as well as how you'll meet, which we got a little bits here and there about that, and when they will come into your life. Okay, so we'll get a little bit of a timeline as well. So for your next relationship, which is very exciting, and we might get some spicy vibes together too. Like that could come out a little bit in that reading. So if you want to check that out, again, hit that link down below. But I appreciate you so much. If you'd like to subscribe, you can hit the button down below. If you'd like to be notified when I post a new video, you can hit the notification bell. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, I'll leave my email link down below. I have been booking up pretty well recently, so just shoot me an email and I'll get back to you. If you'd like to book a reading, if you have a question, want a love reading, whatever you want, I can, well, not whatever, but we'll see. Just send me an email and I'll see. Okay. Yeah. If you'd like to follow me on social media, I'll leave those down below as well. But I hope you have a beautiful day, night, or evening, wherever you are, pile one, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye. Hello there, pile two. So if you chose the yellow capsule, this is your reading. All about your next partner, your next relationship partner, if you will. And we're going to get into, of course, all about them. And we'll do some letters and charms at the end, and there will be an extended available. I am repeating myself, I know, but in that extended, I'll leave the link down below to my Patreon. We'll be talking about your chemistry together, how you'll meet, and when they will come into your life. So a little bit of a timeline. But right now, we're going to talk about who they are. So let's see. Ooh, we have the Bear and Cedar with leadership. How beautiful. So a bear, like soft, sweet, cuddly, but they're protective and fierce when they need to be as well. I'm definitely getting that. This is the number 4 too, so I think that they're very grounded. I see a 4, and it's just like they're very solid, and you think of a bear, and they're very solid too, right? They're standing on all 4 legs, and nothing can kind of push them over. I'm getting a lot of earth sign energy from them, honestly. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, definitely. But they're fiercely protective and loyal too, of the people that they love. It's just like they have got a big heart, but they, I think they're open about it, but they're also like something about their emotions that they're not a super emotional person, you know? I'm not getting that at all, but they're sweet, they're soft, they're kind hearted, and yeah, I don't know. They're lovely to be around, but they're not super emotional in general. Let me see what else we've got. I got a new deck that I'm going to try, and this has a little bit of everything that I mentioned, like personality, vibes, physical appearance. We could even get some career in this, but let's see. Let's see about suddenly. Oh, there's 2. Let's see about pile 2's next partner. Pile 2's next partner. How many do we have here? 1. Oh, I think we've got a perfect amount. Good. Okay. Cool. So let's see. We have happy-go-lucky attitude. I was just saying they're kind of sunshiny. They're sweet. The yellow was really giving me like that vibrant, beautiful personality. Much older than you, or you're older than them. I don't know if much necessarily, but one of you is a lot more mature than the other one in some ways. I don't want to say like anyone's immature in any way, but yeah, an air of sadness. Okay. Beautiful hands, big hands too. If you're looking for a masculine, if you're more interested in a feminine, they're very graceful and beautiful, impeccable manners, and strong dislike and hostility. Okay, so for this, I'm getting like they're very um specific. It's like I think they have a very black and white view of things. Like um they like this, so they hate this. You know what I mean? And I don't mean that in the sense of like they're hateful or like homophobic, racist, anything like that. I don't mean that. I just mean like with food, maybe like they love this, but they hate that. Like they love milk chocolate, but they despise dark chocolate, you know, something like that. Their opinions are strong about things like that, maybe other things as well. But I'm getting like this person really tries to be sunshine for people, right? It's funny that I just said they're not very well, they're not emotional about it necessarily. They're just it is how it is. They don't get upset if someone else likes anything. They're just like, this is what I like. I hate that. Right? Like that's how they are. But again, they're a very happy-go-lucky person, going with the flow, not letting a lot get to them. Oh my god, excuse me. Oh no. Again, there could be something here about that they could potentially be a lot older than you or you're a lot older than them. I don't I'm not getting more than like 10 years though. Like I'm not, for an age gap. Maybe for some of you, but I don't think so for most of you. And there's an air of sadness here. So they are very happy go lucky, but it's like they ignore their own stuff. They push it down and don't really approach it. It's like they put their emotions in a box and they hide it away, right? And that leaves them kind of with an air about them that they can't hide. I think their face is an open book. There's something about like this person would not be a good liar at all. And so they can try and hide their emotions all they want to not feel them, but people can see, and not everybody, I don't mean everybody. An intuitive person could really see their sadness and like things that they push down deep within themselves, right? Um I also think they talk with their hands a lot too, by the way. But I think they were raised to be perfect. So it's like they they really try to just be on all the time, and that's where that happy-go-lucky attitude comes from. And they're like a leader, they are that. They feel like they're outgoing, for sure, like an extroverted person, um that probably has a lot of friends and a lot of acquaintances. They know a lot of people. This could be the type of person that knows everybody. Like when you go out, they know everybody, right? And I think that perhaps they could have been in a situation where they were like they had quite a bit of money growing up or something like that, or like their their parents had very like important jobs where they had to act a certain way, and so they pushed that onto their child as well, onto your partner. So they are like a great host, they would be a great host and all of that. But it's very superficial. Like they are really good at small talk. They're good at connecting with people in that way. And I think they're good at connecting with people emotionally too, potentially. They just don't allow themselves to do that because of how they were raised, I think. But their manners they're great. they're very, I don't know, I am getting like a middle, like upper middle class, high, like high class upbringing from this person. Feels like they just had a lot of responsibilities from a very young age. Definitely some Capricorn energy again here, but they really try to just not let things touch them, like in the sense like emotions. So they have this sadness to them, especially because they still feel all of those responsibilities from when they were younger, right? And they still may feel the pressure from their parents or their family or whatever to be perfect, quote unquote perfect. And that's very hard for them. It weighs heavily on them for sure. Let's see what else we've got. Because that's funny that this came out because look at the back of the deck. A lack of manners. It's like they don't want to be perfect all the time. They just like to not have good manners once in a while. Can I please be rude? Like, because their nature is outspoken. Look at this. They're very outspoken. And they have a lot of opinions and feelings that they just push down, I think, just to try and keep the peace and make sure everything's flowing and no one's getting upset. And that's also very Libra of them. We'll see what else comes out. But yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. Okay. So you don't know what you have until it's gone. Okay. So they could have someone may have died, like very close to them. Someone may have died, and that really, really impacted them heavily. It could have been a parent, a grandparent, a friend, even someone that meant a lot to them. Um, and that definitely weighs heavily, and that could be some of that Arab sadness as well that's coming out. Okay, so you can't raise your houseplants from dead, but you can raise your love life. So, yes, do you see it's an overachiever? There's something here about just from this part, right? They are trying so hard to water everybody else's garden. Make sure everybody's buckets are filled except their own. They deplete themselves. Like that's honestly being a leader is so hard finding that balance. And this could be like a leader, like a boss. They're a boss of a company or something. But I also just think their presence is very definitive. They're really good at delegating things and they have a lot of goals and aspirations that they want to achieve too. So it's like they're working so hard to do that as well. And they have a lot of resentment too because of that. There's a lot here. Oh, this is a complex person for sure. Even if they come across as this happy person, happy, so chill, you know, there's a lot going on underneath the surface for sure, which I'm sure you'll see. But go ahead, shoot your shot. Again with overachiever. Okay, but so I think they can be a little cocky, like show off a little bit. Not in like it's not in a gross like um I don't know. It's just not in a gross way necessarily. It's just very hey, you want to see what I can do? And they're like they just do it. They're very confident in themselves and what they can do. And they can flaunt it a little. They can be like that a bit, but again, I don't think it's in a bad way. They just seem like they want to show you, show people, connect with people in that way, because then they don't have to delve into any of these deep things that they actually feel. They're that's like a mask almost, because again, I think they're very outgoing. They're like a master at um dealing with people. I don't know, and dealing with like what they're telling and showing people. They're really good at that. Like this is a hard person to get to know. Like actually get to know. It's the type of person that you think you know a lot about, but you really don't know anything. You know, that's kind of what it is with them. So best to play the field or rather the graveyard. Yeah, it feels like they definitely are the type of person that has that they have a lot of experience. They go on a lot of dates. Um, you know, they've definitely had a lot of relationships in the past, and they're just not sure why it doesn't work, you know? And I think it's a matter of them not opening up, right? But they're open to meeting new people for sure. I think they this person would be a very fun date to be with. Like I think that they're open to try anything once, you know, not anything, but um, like bad. I don't mean that, but I don't know. They're really interesting. So we have always ready to fight for your ghoul. Do you see? They're very protective, so protective of their loved ones and their friends, and they stand up for the things that they believe are right and true and good. You know, very, again, they're outspoken. And I said before, they're very distinct, like with their likes and their dislikes. There's a lot of black and white here. It's hard for them to see that gray area, you know, in between things. Like they don't see both sides easily at all. That's for sure. But again, they will stand up for the people that they love, and people that are being wronged, or like situations that they feel are wrong. Again, they're super outspoken. They're not afraid to say something. This person's not afraid to do that, but they do try and do it in a way that will be kind, in a sense. I think they have that in them where they could snap and be very cutting with their words, but they really try to not be. Hey, you do stand up on weekends. Well, float up, but they're funny. They're just a funny person. They have a great laugh. There's something about their laugh that's really intriguing and interesting. Um, they just seem, um, I'm telling you, surrounded by people. This person has a lot of friends. They're that person on, I mean, not literally. Okay, this is just like they're that person on Tinder that has a picture like with tons of people. You know, they're not the type of person that would post all group pics though, okay? You would know who they are. But they have a lot of friends and acquaintances. For sure. We need to get more about their physical appearance. Why the spirit's not giving me too much yet. Even intuitively, I'm not getting too much yet. Let's see what else comes out. I mean, they have nice hands. That's important. Yeah. Wow. See, there's so much about them and their emotions here. Um, they're very deep. They're very, very, their emotions are complex and can be very dark, I think, too. So they just shut them off. They're just like, nope, I'm going to not feel anything then. They're very apathetic. This person should go to therapy, I feel like, a little bit. And they also give so much of themselves. Like, do you see? I was looking at this as I was shuffling, and it's like they're happy to give to others, but it's sad because they have such a beautiful heart that they don't give to themselves, you know, and that's why they're so apathetic, because feel they're they don't feel these emotions that, because, and I think it was a little bit about how they were raised, honestly. We have ball pits. Again, I think they will try anything. I said that before, but I really do. But I also think that there's this person kind of, okay, because much older than you, I think that has to do with the maturity level. I think that this person is kind of immature, emotionally at least. I think that they've got their shit together in terms of career and such, and like paying their bills. You know, they're very responsible that way. But emotionally, it feels like they're very immature, in some way here because they don't feel. They don't allow themselves to feel anything that isn't like, I gotta make sure everybody's happy. Do you know what I mean? And like their strong views on things. Um yeah, there's just something here where they completely close it down. And it's interesting, I never see ball pits like that. But today I'm seeing it as like a kid. That's their emotions. Like they don't understand them, right? They understand happy and they know they feel sad, but they push it down, right? And it's like they want to, oh my God, okay, and then this just came out. So I'm telling you, there's something here about how they grew up in a very privileged setting, and I think they still are. But there's something here where, again, lots of responsibilities. They had to be perfect all the time. Peacocks are gorgeous, right? Like they're very opulent and just rich. I see them and it's like, oh, that's a rich bird, you know? I hope you know what I mean. But like, uh, they really try and shut their emotions out. I think if this person's very well put together, by the way. There's something here where they take very good care of themselves. Maybe they even like get manicures, and they definitely like go to the spa, get facials. They really take care of them, or a country club even. I'm telling you, this is that type of person. I think that they if they have the money, and I think they do, they spend it on like taking care of themselves and nice things like designer and whatnot. So that's definitely the type of person we're dealing with here, which I'm not saying is a bad thing. I'm just saying that's who they are. And they're very open about it, you know? Yeah, I'm getting like, I see this as like a presentation. They're uh, a host. There's something about, they're very dramatic in their approach to things. Specifically like hosting or parties or whatever. I think that this person really loves planning parties and like being the host, but it's exhausting for them too. I'm tired. This person makes me tired. But they're tired too, you know? It's just like they don't they enjoy it, but at the same time it feels like it's an obligation. They feel like they have to be this way. They have to be presentational. They have to be happy all the time. They can't show any emotions. They had a very hard childhood in the sense like, yes, they were very privileged. Yes, they had a lot of things. They had all the toys. They were never hungry, you know, all of that. But this is the type of person that maybe was raised by a nanny, or like had barely any, if you know, at all, any love like shown from their parents, you know. And it's sad because they have such, it's in their core. They are a kind, loving, they're affectionate, they're soft, you know, they're beautiful, they have that gorgeous heart, but they don't know how to express it, you know. It's very difficult for them to express their emotions. Yeah. But anyway, let's see what else we've got in terms of, we're going to go physical appearance for the most part with these, but we'll see what comes out because I'm sure something will. Yeah, feeling stuck. They feel very trapped. 100%. So trapped. Oh my God. And Hanged Man, again, it's like they know where they want to go. They know what they want to do, but they're just like in limbo. They're just like, okay, well, I have to be here. But they have the key. They can get out of this situation. It's just a matter of doing it, right? And it's the same with the Eight of Swords. She could get out of that. She could jump right over that little gate, you know? I'm just, they're comfortable. See, that's the thing. They're so deeply unhappy, but they're comfortable. it's their comfort zone where they are. And so that's why they stay, you know? They're afraid to do something they want to do and be who they want to be. This is, again, the type of person that will pretend they're someone they're not because of the situations they're put in and because of how they were raised. The Nine of Cups. Yeah, this person's achieved a lot in their life. Definitely. They have, it's like they've always had to be this perfect person. Again, I think that they, and it's bled into their adult life as well. And I think that this is the type of person that was in everything when they were in high school. Like they were in all of the clubs, all of the sports, and they had to be perfect at it. Okay? Like from their upbringing, like their parents were very, very hard on them and strict and put so much pressure on them, especially with grades too. I think with grades and everything, whatever they were in high school and college and now too, it's just a lot of pressure that they've constantly been under their whole entire life. Yeah, they just want to walk away. Man, it's interesting that I said this will be about physical appearance. We might have to actually grab the physical appearance cards because Spirit was like, well, they have nice hands. um, there's something about walking away. They want more from life. It's like, okay, I'm getting like from Beauty and the Beast, the line, I want adventure in the great wide somewhere. It's like they want to go. They want to leave and explore the world, explore different options. I think that they're very well traveled. Their culture, like they had the opportunities to travel and such. So I don't necessarily mean that they want to move like to a different country or anything like that. I just mean they want different than what they're in right now. We also have Temperance. Yeah. I think, yeah, I'm getting like Pilates, country club vibes. I'm telling you, or like classes. They definitely take classes for something to help with their mind set, like to try and make sure they're at peace, make sure they're happy go lucky. They have to keep this, all the positivity. It's like toxic positivity with this person. Um, they put that pressure on themselves. I don't think they do that with other people, but they would never expect other people to be like feel happy all the time, but they do that with themselves. It's like, God, can you please be nice to yourself? It's so sad because they have a lot of resentment, a lot from everything that they're having to do or like that they are doing because they have a choice now that they're older, they could walk away and just do what they want to do, but again, comfort zone, and there's still a lot of pressure. So but they're really trying to lead a peaceful, calm life that is balanced. That's what they want, but they also like they want to be peaceful doing other things than they're doing right now. I don't know. This feels like they're not in the career they want to be in or like they dreamed of being in. They did like what their parents wanted them to do instead of pursuing what they wanted. I just saw the Queen of Pentacles, which absolutely tracks here with the bear that I just. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles. Oh, this I think that they take a lot of aggression out at the gym. It's like that could be a toxic thing for them. Working out too much because they're stressed or because they're unhappy or mad. I think that's how they get some of their emotions out too, that they're trying to push away. But again, they're really busy too. They're working their ass off to please everybody. And I don't know that there's tons of people that they're having to please, but there's definitely a couple. And I think it's parents. It feels like parents or grandparents, something, but they have to make someone proud. That's how they feel. And it's just like, ah, it's never enough, right? Like they don't feel like they're doing enough. I think this person's very physically fit, by the way. Now that I'm getting into a little bit of physical traits, I think they're very physically fit. They're petite or slim too. I think they're toned, but I think they're very petite if you're looking for a feminine, and a slim build if you're looking for masculine. I am just going to get a couple of these to see what comes out for physical, because we didn't get too much other than like pretty hands, which nice, you know. They could have a darker skin tone as well. Darker or tan. I'm getting that as well. Tan for sure. More or brown. Oh, shut up. Slim build. That's hilarious. Slim build. Okay. We also have light eyes, but that can mean blue, green, gray, light brown, or hazel. So it can be any color eyes. It's just they're lighter, right? Very, very attractive and very well put together. And again, with like nice um like designer, they're very, that's important to them. Name brand or designer, very important. Also, they could have, that's interesting, had a very reckless time period. Also, they could still be in this time period. You know how when people are, because it looks like, doesn't this look like a rich kid that got thrown in jail or something because they were doing drugs at a party? I don't know. That's just the vibe I'm getting. I don't mean like that's what they were doing. I just feel like that's the vibe I'm getting. Like Gossip Girl. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but I don't know. Like that kind of. Interesting. Okay. We have Cancer. So they could be a Cancer. I'm not really getting that too much, but you never know. Oh, and Pisces. Interesting. If that's the case, they have a lot of emotions. And I said that before, obviously. But oh yeah, look, Leo. Okay, we're using that. No, listen. Physical traits. Spirit, I need physical. But yes, Leo. That's what I was saying before. I don't know if I'm making any sense. But I was saying before, they're very presentational. They're very outgoing. They're very like, yes. And they can show off a little bit. Like they talk about their achievements a lot. That's very Leo, you know. And I'm not saying like they don't like listening to anybody else's achievements and everything, but I'm just saying that that's a little bit what I'm getting there. So we have dyed hair. So they take, you know, they definitely dye their hair often. And it could just be like their natural hair color. Um, and they're just like hiding grays or something, or just like a hair color that they've been doing forever. I don't think this is dyed hair, like they're trying new crazy colors all the time, really fun colors. That's not what I'm getting with this person at all. It's like highlights. They stick to the same thing. It's like a ritual for them. And we have dark skin tone again. So they really, and look at the back, medium skin tone. So again, they could have dark skin, like here, like I was saying. Well, he's got medium, but or like a more medium skin tone, which is more brown, like Indian, or I don't Thailand a little bit. I'm getting Thailand and Mexico. Not everybody in these countries have dark skin tones or medium skin tones. I'm just giving examples. Okay. Now let's get some charms, and then we'll do letters. Oh shit. Okay. Leo again. So yeah, that's huge. Spirit really wants you to know there might be a Leo. um, they could be a July Leo. I don't know why I'm getting that, but ooh, interesting. So this could just be the happy-go-lucky attitude, but I also use this charm as like an indicator of LGBTQ relationships, right? So, or people. So that they could be part of the LGBTQ plus community, and that could be something that has been a difficulty for them throughout their life, just because of the situation they grew up with, right? The parents they grew up with, something like that. There's definitely something there that is that's been hard for them to come to terms with. Okay. We have apple. I think they take care of themselves. I get like smoothies, like they they have smoothies a lot, and but I also think they just take care of themselves in the sense like that it's like a ritual for them to do, like they have their smoothie, then they go to the gym, then they go to work. It's like there's something here that's very do 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 do. I don't know why I'm getting that with the apple, but I am. And that could potentially be like a professor too at like a really good college or university. I don't necessarily know for sure if that's true, but um, you think of an apple and it's like teacher. Maybe that's what they want to be. They always wanted to be a teacher. Aw, big open heart. They're so lovely. Honestly, they have this beautiful heart, but they're scared. Because they've got these birds talking in their ear. Like, this is what you have to do. You have to be like this. We have to do this. Oh, don't be like that. Blah, 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 blah. Like, so they just put on a fake smile. Jesus. Sorry. So they just put on a fake smile and go with the flow. Do what they want them to. Sucks. So they're scared of disappointing people. That's definitely the case there. And I think that yeah, they like the beach. They like vacationing too. They're again with Mexico. Mexico's coming up again. So Bali to like Fiji, like beautiful places. I think they vacation at least once a year, at least. Okay. Ooh, they have a very strong intuition, and they're also very protected. It's like spirit, and I've never noticed these hearts on this before. So it's like spirit is desperately trying to protect this person's heart, and they're trying to give them messages through their intuition, but they may not be really getting them because they push everything down. Oh, and don't trust themselves. Ooh, we have the Ace of Wands. This is, yeah, the Ace of Wands. They're always trying new things. They're always doing new things, just always on the go, honestly, with that Ace of Wands. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles. They're, again, it's right there. Super busy. They don't know when to stop, honestly. If they're sitting idle for 2 seconds, it's like, nope, I gotta do something. That's what that Ace of Wands is saying, really. They're just go, go, go. Aww. The Knight of Cups. Mm. Again, with this beautiful heart. They're so giving and kind. It's like, here's my heart. They want to do that. They like want to be emotionally intimate with someone, emotionally, right? But they've never had the opportunity. It's like they have not been surrounded, like they've never been around people that have allowed that or like that understand it, understand why they are the way they are and how complex and deep this person is. People don't understand it at all. Yeah, that's who they want. Oh, we have the King of Pentacles. They're very, again, they're super, like it's boss energy, honestly, leader, really making a name for themselves and also just providing, you know, that's who they are right now. But they want to be this Knight of Cups, like wearing their heart on their sleeve, being open with their emotions and vulnerable with people. Whereas the Knight of Cup, no, sorry, the King of Cups, no, the King of Pentacles is just not as emotional, like I said at the beginning. They're not, this person's not a very emotional person, but they're very solid. And they're, because again, I said there was four, right? So the four, right at the beginning, we were talking about that with the bear. They're a very solid person, not easily pushed down. This person wins too. They're a winner. They rarely lose. I also think that that could potentially be their parental figure. That's just being very you have to do this, and pushing them and pushing them and pushing them, not thinking about emotions, just like go, go, go. You have to be perfect, right? And pentacles are about that too. Like earth signs, a lot of earth signs have that issue, like trying to put less pressure on themselves to be perfect. It's so hard. And we have the Seven of Wands. Yeah, you feel attacked. Like they feel attacked all the time. Like people are out to get them and they can't do anything right. I think that that's definitely the case here too. And we have the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, they're just trying to keep everything afloat and balanced and like not be thrown off course. And it's like they're drowning though because they're not happy with where they are and what they're doing. Oh, this is intense. I wasn't expecting this for this reading, you guys. Let me see some letters to close out your reading. How many are there? Oh, damn, that was too many. Okay. All right. So I struggle to come up with words after I've channeled. So you write some down below when I read these out. Read out the letters. Like pause the video and come up with some words. See what you can come up with. They can be names, can be abbreviations for countries. I'm definitely getting Mexico. But write what you come up with for words, and then you leave a yellow emoji for me. So M and T, Q, R, G, G, J, another R, I, A, O, U, another R. Okay, R could be very significant. An X, Z, U, E, M, another U. Whoa. Rue. RuPaul's Drag Race. They could like that show. An A, V, T, D. Oh, there's so many. Oh my God. L, two L's, two S's, another A, another L. Holy shit. Okay. And F. So, see what you can come up with. There's a lot here. I'm getting Jax, Zach. I know there's no CK, but Greg. Um, ooh, quit. They want to quit. Quit a job. Quit trying to please everybody. Fit. Yes, definitely. So see what you can come up with, okay? I am going to end your reading there, though. Again, pause the video if you want to check these out, write them down, see what you can come up with, and leave a yellow emoji comment and whatever you came up with down below because I'm curious. But again, if you'd like to check out the extended reading, I'll leave the link down below to my Patreon. You have to be Queen of Wands and above to access the extended, but in the extended, we'll do your chemistry together as a couple, how you'll meet and when you will meet, like when they'll come into your life, right? So a time frame, which will be exciting. But I'm going to end your reading there. It's been a pleasure to read for you today. If you'd like to subscribe, you can hit the button down below. If you'd like to be notified when I post a new video, you can hit the notification bell. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, I'll leave my email link down below. If you have any questions Want to do a love reading, a life reading, career, whatever you want to do, just shoot me an email and I got you. We can set it up. If you'd like to follow me on social media, I'll leave those down below as well. But I hope you have a beautiful day, night, or evening wherever you are, pile 2, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye. Hello there, pile 3. So if you chose this little mint green capsule, this is your reading all about who you'll be in your next relationship with, your next partner, right? And again, there will be an extended for this one, which I will post down below. I'll leave the link down below for you so you can check that out. This part is all about who your next partner is. So let's get some vibes. I'm very excited. Okay, so creative ingenuity, the spider and passion flower. Okay, so your person is super innovative. They're really good at creation and making things. I think that they're they could be a maker, like making things with their hands, whether that's like through woodworking or like jewelry making, knitting, anything like that. There's something here where they're just incredibly creative. It could even be like songwriting or something like that. Just very, very creative and artistic. I'm definitely getting that for sure. And they're very good at it. Very, very good at it. It's like that's what they want to do with their life. Like if they can't have that be their career right now, they desperately are trying to make it that way because I don't know. I'm just seeing like, how spiders just sit for a long time, but they weave their web and then they get their food. But for the most part, they're just chilling. That's what they want to do. They want to eat and chill and make their things, and that's what they want in their life. They don't want a super fast paced life, at all. But they're also very passionate about their artistic endeavors and such. So this person's really cool. I find them very interesting. So let's see. Also, they're very unique. I don't know. I'm just thinking of the mint-ish color here. It's reminding me of like mint chocolate chip. And like some people love it, some people hate it. So I think that that's kind of how this person is, because they are who they are, and they're so authentic and genuinely themselves that freaks people out, because so many people are just going with what society expects, and like they're just like doing things that other people like to do. And this person's unique. They like niche things, they're a little quirky, they're just different, which is really cool. They're an individual for sure. So let's use this new deck that I got. And we get a little bit about, because this is all, I'm doing personality, vibes, physical appearance, and career in this one. So we could get a little bit of everything from this deck in that. But if we don't, then we'll get, okay, let me see. Then we'll definitely get them. Okay, I have 6. Perfect. Then we'll definitely get the answers to more of that in tarot and other things. Wears a lovely perfume, so they smell very nice. And the flower, I don't know, I think the floral scent or something nature, just they smell very good. You like how they smell a lot. Trusting and gullible. I don't think they're gullible, but they're very trusting in the people that they know. They trust their circle. Tactless. They're very blunt, which can be a little bit of that love-hate thing, like I was saying with the mint chocolate ice cream. That could be like people love them or they hate them. Take them or leave them. This person does not care, right? It's like spiders. Some people don't want to kill them. They capture them and put them outside, and then others are like, bye, and they kill them immediately. And not that like people would, you know what I mean, but that's kind of how it is for this person. People are either really kind and considerate with them or they're not, and I think this person matches energy too. I'm getting that for sure. A charming liar. Oh my god, excuse me. Okay, interesting. Let's see what else comes out here. An open book, yeah. And I think that some of that tactlessness comes in. They're very just blunt and open with how they're feeling, what they think about something. They're very open. A strong nose. Nice. Okay. Takes themselves very seriously. Seriously. Yes, they do. They take themselves and their craft very seriously. That's 100% for sure. Um, I'm intrigued by this charming liar thing. I think that sometimes when they're around people that they don't vibe well with, they're kind of snarky, but it's like in a charming way. They're being like sarcastic, but it's like people don't understand that they're being sarcastic. Do you know what I mean? Oh, because they can't read this person's energy. And again, they match people's energy. So it's like, I'm getting like the sense that they don't show themselves to anybody except the people that they trust, you know? So that's kind of what I'm getting with the liar. I don't think they lie necessarily. It's just like they're not showing who they are. They're just matching your energy. Not you, but matching the people's energy, right? That they're around that are irritating. But they have a strong nose, which, like, and that can be just a very prominent nose. I think it's attractive and it fits their face very well. It's just different, you know? It gives them a lot of character, which I love. Um, and yeah, they definitely take themselves very seriously and their craft. They're just a serious person, but they're also very very, very blunt. I'm not gonna lie to you. To have tactless and an open book, it's like, oh yeah, they will say anything that comes. Like they don't care who you are, what you do. They'll treat you exactly the same as they treat somebody, like anybody. You know, they treat everyone the same, pretty much. I mean, obviously, unless they treat the people that they trust and love very much like in a lovely way. It's just like they're very blunt with everybody, right? Purse Paranormally active. Your six pack is coming along nicely. So they could be working on getting fit or like getting stronger. That could be that too. But it's also like getting art again. Do you see how they drew the abs on? They could be like, they have a silly sense of humor. It's a little dorky. Like they, like for a Halloween costume, they would like draw their abs on. You know what I mean? And it's like they flaunt them, something like that. Um, Yeah, they're very artistic. There was something else I was going to say to that, but I can't remember. So, okay. Beautiful if you've got it. Flaunt it. Yeah, I think this person's very confident in how they look. And again, there's something here about their um, style, like their fashion sense. It's very, it suits them so well, honestly, for your next partner. It's just they look so good. It wouldn't work for other people, but for them it's amazing. It looks awesome. Right? Like they're just very unique. They're an individual, like I said. One word: boundaries. Yeah, they definitely set firm boundaries with people because they're in the past, I think they were a little gullible and they let people walk all over them. But now it's like they are very much setting boundaries and not letting people cross them, right? Mm. The only thing you're scared of, commitment. Okay, so yeah, they could be scared of committing to people simply because they were hurt in the past. Um, I don't think that's a red flag necessarily. Like this is saying, it's just they're a little, and it could be just that it's not at the forefront of their mind right now to make like be in a committed relationship. That could be that too, you know? That's what it feels like. It's they're very focused on them and what they're doing right now. Obviously, you're going to be with this person, so They will be ready to commit eventually here whenever you meet them, which we could get into in the extended, of course. But it feels like they're focusing on their work and working on themselves too, you know? Ooh, okay. Maybe you shouldn't have been so needy. Yeah, it feels like perhaps they were treated really poorly before. Like this is them and this was their the person in the past, right? So because there was something about gullible, they were just, really invested in a connection, and then the person was gone, and it really messed them up. And I think that that's why they struggle with commitment now, or they did in the past, but I think that it's looking good for you guys though, obviously. So let's see what this card is. You just can't be tied down. Yeah, so that's coming out again. So it feels like maybe people are going to be very surprised that this person is in a relationship. But it's just because they haven't been in one in a long time, and they haven't trusted someone enough to be in one in a long time, right? And it's difficult for them to open up to people and let them in, because I also think like they've been told in the past, like, you're way too much. I can't handle you. Like, I can't handle um how strong your opinions are, or whatever it is, how strong your personality is. Why can't you think before you speak? Blah blah blah. It's like that's kind of what they had in the past. And so they shut down and they don't really let people in anymore. Um but obviously that will change with you, which is good. I am sorry if my air conditioner is really loud. I can't tell. Like, I think because my mic is so close to my face, you can't really hear it. But I do apologize if it's loud, but it's kind of hot in here. So let's see some Buzzfeed cards to see what's going on. Oh, I just need one more. What's going on with pile three's next partner? Just one more card, Spirit. Yeah, there's something stubborn, something very stubborn about this person for sure. You can't really persuade them to do things that they don't want to do. I'm getting Taurus, I'm not gonna lie, but we have fun cereals as well, so they're very fun. They do have this really fun side to them, especially when they let you in and get to know you. They're such a fun person to be around, and they're very just exciting. And I think they come up with really creative things to do when you're together. Like, they're a very creative person. I think that this person feels like they're very introverted. They don't have like a ton of friends, or maybe they have friends but they're at a distance from them, so they're just very I don't want to say sheltered necessarily, but they're just kind of in hermit mode at the moment, and they're working on themselves and working on things. And I think with you it's definitely that'll change. Like, obviously, again, we'll see how you guys meet and everything, but yeah, let's see what else comes out here. Anteater. Aw, yep. Pumpkin spice and otter. Aww, how sweet. So this is interesting because they're very stubborn and greedy in some way here. There's something greedy about them that, now I don't think it's like money or anything like that. They just, like, there's something they can't get enough of. And honestly, it feels like it's like an addiction to like craft supplies or something. Like, oh my god, that sounds ridiculous, but like there's something here. Like, maybe they collect something and it's really gotten out of hand. Like, they need to chill. I'm getting a little bit of that. But also over here we have the pumpkin spice and otter. So pumpkin spice is such a secure energy. It's like they want this security. That's what they really crave. They crave this warm security with a partner. And like at their core. That's what they want, right? And it's very difficult for them to open up to people, like I said, and let them in. But they're working on it. It's difficult healing these past wounds from relationships and from people being so critical of them because they're also a rather critical person. Again, this energy is very take it or leave it, right? Obviously, I think you're going to like it. It's just like some people, they're turned off, right, by this energy. And so that's really hurt them and caused them to just have like casual flings. But they crave this security and almost like a home. I see this pumpkin spice card and I always think of like Cancer energy, right? Like nurturing, warmth. Also November for some reason. Like obviously if you're in the US, Thanksgiving is in November and pumpkins are very significant then. But I always think of like snuggling up on the couch with your little drink and like nice mood lighting aesthetic is like so perfect and just watching a movie and just chilling, that's what it is. It's just, that's what they crave for sure. So let's see what else we can get about their physical appearance here and maybe a little bit about their career too. The Fool. Some Sagittarius energy. The Seven of Swords. Yeah, they're comfy. This person is they wear comfy clothes for sure. The Chariot, we have Cancer energy again. So a homebody. So okay, we are getting like Cancer and Taurus vibes for sure. Yes. I also got a little bit of Gemini too. But I don't know. This person likes to wear cozy things, layers, hoodies, just things that are very safe. They feel comfortable and safe in them. Let me see. The Six of Pentacles. Here's that like musician again. There's music. They're very focused on creation and making things. And they could need funds in order to do that too. I don't know. There's something here like maybe they have someone that donates either like supplies or instruments. It doesn't have to be music, obviously, but whatever their passion project is that they work on, that they create all the time. And they're so creative. It's crazy, but I think that they have someone or multiple people that really help them thrive in like what they're doing, or what they're trying to make. Oh, the Queen of Cups. Oh my God. Okay, so we're definitely getting water energy for sure. So this could be Cancer, especially with the take it or leave it vibes. Like I am a Cancer, so I understand, but I don't know. I'm definitely getting that not everybody loves this person. um, but they have such a beautiful heart that people don't see. They don't show everybody, but they're very nurturing. This could be a very good parent too. But anyway, I don't know why I'm getting off track here. I didn't talk about any of these yet. I'm just like talking about this side, which is interesting. But okay, just one more card. You. Two of Pentacles. Okay. Oh yeah, they could be like a chef too. There's that as well. There's something about home though that they like really take pride in what they're making at home and like how they're the vibe of their home environment. But this person loves trying new things, starting new things. It's very, very important to them. And it's very fun. I think they just start new projects all the time, right? And they're just like always on the go. They could very much want to travel too. that could be really important to them, but I'm not sure they have the funds right now. Like, because you see, they're on like a road trip, they're like wanting to go somewhere too. So interesting. But we also have the Seven of Swords, so it's kind of, there's something sneaky here. Okay, so there is something about lying, okay? Because we did have that like charismatic liar thing, and then the Seven of Swords came out too. So there's something here where they're lying either to themselves or to other people. Now, this could pertain to like what they want in a partner. It could pertain to what they're doing with their life. It could be a lot of things. Maybe I'll pull a Buzzfeed card to really see what that's about. But there's something here where they feel like they're lying to people or deceiving people. I want to get a Buzzfeed card for that. And they're succeeding at it. There's something here about being successful with it, especially with the Chariot right there. It's like they're getting away with it. What is the Seven of Swords talking about? Some immature energy here, okay? We have alligator and armadillo. So it's definitely with another person, and it could be someone that is a very overpowering, like dominating presence in their life that they're lying to about something, and it stresses them out so much. They just want to piece the hell out. They're like, get me out of here. I don't like this situation at all. So they're kind of like fibbing a little to kind of get ahead and get the hell out of there. And I think that that has to do with a little bit like why they're torn with what they're doing. Like I was saying before, it's like maybe this is like their boss or something, and they're really not fulfilled there, so they like, I don't know, like lie about why they were there or like why they can't come in or something. I don't know. But they're very happy about it. They're just like, yes, I'm out of here. I don't have to go today or something. That's that's kind of funny, honestly. But I think they have like they have shorter hair, by the way. I know, sorry. But because I'm seeing and keep going back to this person and then this one over here. So I think that their hair is chin length or shorter, and it's almost like a pixie cut or just a little like a bob. It's very fashionable though, like it's very styled. Again, very unique sense of like it's a unique cut. Like maybe they have what is it called? An undercut and then the shaggier on the top, something like that. They could even have like an eyebrow slit, or something. And we also have the Two of Pentacles, which is really they're trying to balance their everyday life with everything else. And again, I think they really want to focus their energy on their passion project and things that they feel very creative doing. That's what they want to be doing full time. And that's what I think the Seven of Swords is. I don't want you to like be nervous that it's anything like they're lying about something huge. It's just like I think that they're really trying to get to the point where they can do this full time, this passion, this thing that they're very passionate about full time. Okay, so I am going to use these since we didn't get too much about their appearance. Let's see. We didn't get too much about their career either, but we have like a kindergarten teacher here. Again, musician, some sort of like street musician, starving artist, just trying to get their work out there in that way. There was something about food. I think that they really enjoy making food. I'm not sure if they do it professionally, but perhaps they do. I also am, yeah, like how some people transport animals? They could be like an animal transporter, I guess you could say, or like work with animals in some way, like training them or at a vet's office or something like that. So we have Pisces, which I mean doesn't explain too much except more water energy, which is valid. Okay. Oh, come on. Oh, yep. I said Cancer, and there she is. Okay, but I need descriptors. Distinctive scar or scars and Scorpio. So we have every single water sign out. So they definitely have some water placements. So they do have a distinctive scar. Perhaps it's on their nose. Maybe they've broken their nose before. Many piercings. Now this says medium length hair, but I think it's medium to short. Definitely. And we also have slim build. So I was getting that here is a little bit like they seem petite or quite thin, just slim. I'm not sure working out is very important to them, but again, maybe they are working on getting a six pack. I don't know. But let's see about some charms now, and then we'll get some letters to close out your reading. Oh, they're going through a regeneration period, kind of, where they're just focusing on healing, I think. Like I was saying before, they're kind of in hermit mode. They're pulling themselves away from situations and people that were very toxic, and they're outgrowing them. They're outgrowing people and things that they liked in the past, because that happens when you heal. And I think that that's what they're kind of going through right at the moment, for sure. We also have the Scarecrow, which there's something about November here, and that could be that they're a Scorpio, but I think that November is very significant for you guys, just to let you know. We'll get more about that perhaps in your extended, but I mentioned November with that, and I never do, so then it came up again. So just to let you know. So we have the Carrot. Huh. I think they're working on grounding themselves and grounding their energy and trying to be more calm, okay, and more use discernment about like when to say things, I guess you could say. But and we have the Black Swan. They're very attractive. They're very beautiful and elegant, I think. And we got the perfume, and that was at the back of the deck. Where's a lovely perfume? So I think that they smell so good. There's something about them. You love how they smell. Whether it's their perfume or their natural scent or like how they smell when they come in from outdoors, something, I don't know. You love it though. You love how they smell. BFF. So I'm thinking you guys might be friends before you guys get together, or you guys are very close. Like you're friends that are dating, like best friends that are dating, something like that. That's what it feels like. It's just very easy. And this person also is a highly intuitive person, which, I mean, my God, I would hope so with all of these water signs here, right? I think they're a very highly intuitive person, and that's also why they can come across so hot and cold, because they can really sense people's energy, and they turn right off if they don't like someone's vibes, and it's like they can't fake that. They can't fake being nice to somebody. That's not who this person is. So and again, that's why they match energy too, because they're just like, I can sense your energy and I don't like it. There's something there about that. And we also have cherries. I don't know, there's something so sweet about them. Very sweet about them. Also, there's something about soccer. I don't know, it's a move. It's cherry picking. Like, and you like put your arms out and you like are grabbing cherries, like you're picking cherries, right? And that really makes your arms and back kind of tired after a while. And so I'm getting like, and I always used to do that in soccer. It's funny how spirit's like putting that in my mind right now for like soccer. So maybe this person like really enjoys a specific sport like soccer or football if you're in a different country. That's not America because we're stupid and call it soccer. But anyway, um, yeah, there's just something here about that. I also think they have a sweet tooth. There's something about them having a sweet tooth. And again, they like baking. I think carrot cake, like cherry pie, cherry cobbler, something like that. I think they really like baking and making things for people. Yes. Okay, let's get into some letters now. To close out your reading. Okay. High school. HS. Harry Styles. No, I'm sorry. No, not Harry Styles. Maybe you guys really like Harry Styles, though. There's something like you guys sing along to Harry Styles, or they really like Harry Styles. There's an E. A. Sports. Two A's. What is this? Coming. Okay. Oh, another A. Holy shit. That's a lot of A's. Oh, there's a U. Another U. A Q. Another H. A D. Okay. E. T. A P. Another A. Oh my god. A is very significant. Maybe that's like the name of a restaurant, like or the first letter of a restaurant, the one of their initials, something. Seems very significant. We have J. G. And an N. Nap. They want to take a nap. I think they're a napper for sure. Mm, Judd. There's a Judd here. Hud, like Hudson. Or it could be like that's their, it could be a nickname or something. Hmm. Hat. Sat. North Dakota. Japan. G, is that a J? Japan. Tennessee. Pacific North. No, but Pacific Northwest, perhaps. Um, Georgia. Whatever you can come up with. I get really tired after channeling, so maybe you can come up with some words and or letters and abbreviations, whatever you see here. Um, you can pause the video, write them down, leave them down below what you find. Like comment down below what words you can come up with, and leave me a green emoji. um, but yeah, I think I'm going to end your reading there, pile three. This has been such a pleasure for you to read for you today. Now, again, there will be an extended, so I'll leave it down below. You can check out my Patreon. It's Queen of Wands tier and above that can have access to this. And in that extended, we'll be going over your chemistry together, how you'll meet, and when they will come into your life. So a timeline. All right. So you can check that out down below if you feel so inclined. And if you'd like to subscribe, you can hit the button down below. If you'd like to be notified when I post a new video, you can hit the notification bell. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, I'll leave my email link down below. Like if you have any questions, if you want a love reading, a career reading, general reading, whatever you've got, just shoot me an email and we can work things out. And if you'd like to follow me on social media, I'll leave those down below as well. But I hope you have a beautiful day, night, or evening, wherever you are, pile three, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye. Hello there, pile four. So if you chose the red Heart Eyes capsule. This is your reading all about who your next partner is, who you will be in a relationship with next. Now, don't forget, we're going to be doing an extended for this one, so feel free to check that out down below. Link is down there. In that one, we'll be talking about your chemistry together, how you'll meet, and when you guys will potentially meet as well. But in this reading, it's all about them, who they are, personality, vibes, some career maybe, as well as physical appearance and letters and such. So let's dive right in. I'm really excited for you. Let's see. So we have the moth and eucalyptus and ending. So immediately I'm getting that they have been, like, they're going through a lot, or they have gone through a lot in their life, right? That has taught them a lot of lessons. It feels like this is an old soul, and they're tired. They're very like, when can this end for me? It's like they're going through a lot, and these cycles, it's like the good times and then shit, good shit. And like it's never ending for them. So it's like they're just exhausted a little bit here. But I don't know, it's interesting. I think that maybe they're in their Saturn return right now. Like every 30 years you go through a Saturn return, right? So they could be like going into that like 28, 29, 30, or if they're that around that age. They could be entering their Saturn return where everything kind of just falls on your head and you're learning all of these lessons and things are just really intense. But then you come out of it and it's like a breath of fresh air. This just happened to me. I just came out of mine and it was like, oh my God, things are just falling into place. And I feel like that's kind of how it will be for this person, which is really interesting to get immediately. This is a very intense energy, though, just right off the bat, to get an ending with this intense looking moth, it's kind of neat. But they've got such a beauty to them too. They're, I don't know, you always look at a moth and maybe not everybody will find them super attractive. Like maybe they're not conventionally attractive. Um, but they're beautiful. Like if the light shines on them and do you know what I mean? Like moths, they're very, like, they look like they're just boring, right? When you see them, and it's just like, oh, well, get out of here, Not, I don't feel that way, but some people do. And then you see them like in the light and you can see that they have these beautiful patterns on their wings and they're absolutely gorgeous. So it's like people just don't see this person's beauty. They don't see them in that way, and they just see that they're a little different. They're not as conventionally attractive as other people may be. I'm not saying they're ugly or anything. I'm just saying like they're different, and that doesn't make them less, they're just really interesting. So let's see what comes out here. These are some new cards that I ordered off of Etsy, printable cards, and they've been really interesting so far. We can get quite a bit with them. So let's see what comes out. For pile 4, their next partner. What are they going to be like? Pile 4's next partner. It's too many. Sorry if you can hear my air conditioner, by the way. I needed it on. It's very hot here. Not very hot, but rather hot. Interesting. They're very secretive. Like they don't like people trying to figure out like what's going on with them. I think that this is literally your next partner being like, with how long that took, being like, oh, I don't like to open up to people. I think that was that case. So let's see. We have undeniable beauty. So like I said, they are beautiful. It's just maybe they're not your usual type or something, because I just saw right there with this, you don't think much of them. So with this and how I was interpreting this moth card intuitively, I think that this is not the type of person that you usually go for, um, aesthetically, like how they look necessarily. But they're beautiful. It's like you like glance past them. Like you don't even think about like potential partner when you look at them. It's just like, oh, there's that person. But then obviously I don't know anything else, and that'll be in the extended, but that's kind of how it is. That's the vibe here. But they are absolutely beautiful in their own way. It's just different from what you usually go for. Loud and aggressive. Again, I don't think this is like a negative. It's just how they talk. I think they're very rambunctious. They get very passionate, and it's just like they talk with their hands. I feel like they're very dramatic, too, and that's where that aggression comes from. I don't think it's aggressive in like a scary way or anything like that. It's just they are intense and very passionate. We also have bravery in a crisis, so they really keep their head about them when things are up in the air, like, or things are going crazy. Like they can be like, okay, I can do this, we can do this, this is what has to happen. They're very good, and they're brave. This is the type of person that would like run into a burning building to save somebody. You know what I mean? I think that's who this person is. Let's see. It's interesting that they don't, because a lot of those cards took forever. Oh, there's one, and that flew right out, and then one came out in my hand. So maybe they're opening up a little. Let's see. An inflated sense of self. Okay. And then a happy-go-lucky attitude. So I think this person is really, they're interesting. They've got such an interesting vibe. I think they're very charismatic, but I also think that they're really outgoing, um, extroverted, for sure. They're almost boisterous. There's something about their voice that resonates. Like it's very loud in that way. Like their voice is just, you can hear them from across the room, you know? And for this, I think they think very highly of themselves, you know? Um, they're confident, can be a little cocky sometimes, but it's just who they are. I think they're good at a lot of things too. There's something here about like them being very good at a lot of different things. But they try and just, let's go. Let's be happy today, not and let they try not to let their struggles pull them down. They very much are just trying to keep going. And I think that also bravery in a crisis has to kind of ties in with this as well, because they've had to be really brave, and they've had to keep going when things have kind of shit has hit the fan. That's just been what they've had to deal with. So I think they really try to just keep going, survive. I'm definitely getting Scorpio vibes a little bit here, but also Aries. I'm getting Aries and Leo too. And then there's undeniable chemistry. So this person is very interesting. They're um, very charismatic. I think that there's something, maybe it may not even be how they look that you don't necessarily, that you're not drawn to. It could be how they act. Like maybe you think they're too loud or something like that. It's just like there's something there. That's funny. Okay. But again, that's more for your extended reading. Um, but let's see what else we have with these Love is Dead cards. See what else we can get. This is from a game, and I use them. If you've seen my readings before, you've definitely seen me use these in a love reading. Paranormally active. You got Team Spirit. It just only comes out at tailgates. Yes, they really like to be involved in things. Even if they're not necessarily interested in whatever's happening, they like to be involved or invited, Again, I think this person's very outgoing. They like to have a good time. They like to be with their friends. So they really enjoy being around people and just having fun, being loud. Give them an opportunity to be loud, and they're there. Oh, yeah. Wow, this person's really brave. This came out. You're fearless except for spiders. So they're incredibly brave. This it keeps coming out. They're not afraid of much. There may be one thing that really freaks them out, but otherwise, this is an incredibly brave person. Bold too. They're very bold. It's like they never even existed. Ghosted. Okay. So they could have a little bit of that, but where they ghost people. But here's the thing. I don't think it's out of ill intentions. And I obviously don't think it's going to happen with you since you're going to be in a relationship with this person. But I think that they do this because they get distracted or they forget, right? This is, it honestly is giving a little bit of air sign energy, like Aquarius or Libra or Gemini. I'm getting that a little bit too. Let's just have all the signs in here. I can't wait to pin this down a little more with the tarot. But it feels like it's not like on purpose that they do this. They're just like really scatterbrained, and it's difficult for them to remember things, so they just completely forget, which is horrible. But that they're talking to someone. And I think this is more like on like dating apps. I don't think it's necessarily like with their, well, no, maybe with their friends even. You know what? I think it's more with, yes, they're not good at messaging, like texting. They're really bad at it, like, because they will forget to respond, or they'll just look at it, think they responded, like think what they're going to respond, and then leave it. And then 3 months later, they're like, hey, sorry. Like that. You know what I mean? Because I don't even think this is necessarily like in a romantic sense. Now that I'm really putting it together, I think that they just are not very good at texting. They're much better in person, one on one. They're a very good conversationalist. They can keep a conversation going and talk to anybody forever. They're really, really outgoing like that. Like they connect with people really well. So we have everyone has such high standards these days. Oh, interesting. Hmm. So it feels like this person, I don't know why I'm just getting, like, they don't really care what they look like necessarily, or they don't put in a lot of effort to look good or anything necessarily. That's not like in the forefront of their mind. Like, I don't know, I'm just getting the vibe that they wear, like, which is absolutely fine. Listen, I don't want you to think that wearing a t-shirt and jeans is bad, or like a t-shirt and a team jersey or whatever is a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, they don't put much thought into what they're wearing, you know? Like maybe they just wear a black t-shirt and jeans every day, a different black t-shirt and jeans every day. You know what I mean? There's not much thought in what they're putting on or what they're doing with their, getting ready and such. Who wouldn't get lost in your eyes? Ooh, okay. They have very, very attractive eyes that really just pull you in. Very, very beautiful eyes. They're expressive eyes too. I think they just light up when they're talking to people. They really get very animated, and they're very interesting to talk to. Okay, there we go. One. Deadlifts are your specialty. Yeah, this kind of feels like a person that goes to the gym a lot. And when I said, I'm also getting that too with this card. Like they wear gym wear a lot, which again, that's absolutely fine. I'm not trying to like shame them for anything. I'm just saying, like, I think that they wear athletic wear, a lot. Um, but I think that they're at the gym quite a bit. Not sure if they're really trying to do anything. Like this one cracks me up because he's just kind of there. He's trying. He has the equipment that he has, like a sweatband, and he like got the stuff to look cool. But then he goes and he's like, "Man, this is stupid." Kind of. But he still goes. Like maybe this person goes with their friends just to hang out and fuck around kind of instead of actually working out. I'm getting that a little bit. Yeah, this dork, absolute, their sense of humor is very dorky. Like this says you've got enough dad jokes to last the rest of eternity. They're very dorky, and It's ridiculous. Their humor, you're just kind of like face palm whenever they make a joke. I think they're very silly. Okay, that was quick. Aw, fun-shaped nuggets. They have such a youthful energy. It's very cute. Um, they're just they don't care about what anybody thinks. They're just like gonna do what they're gonna do, kind of, And um, a full-grown adult eating like dinosaur nuggets, like they don't care. They do it in front of everybody. This feels like a comedian, like a class clown or something. They're very silly. We have sunrise. They could also work with children, by the way, or like an actor. I'm getting very good, or like a content creator. There's something like a little bit there. They're very silly. Like they could have some good bits. Like I don't know, because their humor's kind of slapstick a little. So we have sunrise. So again, that goes with that happy-go-lucky. They're really trying to look on the bright side. Every day is a new day. We're gonna have a good time. I'm gonna make people laugh, be really loud, give somebody a headache probably, but that's fine. you know. Um, oh, okay. Gazelle. So they're very attractive. There's a delicacy to them. They're very delicate. And um it's almost like, oh my god, like Michael Cera. That's who I'm picturing, like in the gym. You know what I mean? Like trying to do deadlifts with weight that's too heavy. That's kind of what I'm picturing, like a very very tiny person. And I'm not saying they can't be strong. Please don't take it like that. I'm just doing it as an example to like plan it in your mind. Okay, so Michael Cera, think of that, right? He's it's just funny. I don't know. And a little awkward. There's something here about them being a little awkward. They could be on the shorter side too, or like average height. I definitely am not getting tall vibes at all from this person. But you never know. For some of you they might be. Um but yeah, there's something here about they're very delicate. And there's something that they do very gracefully. Maybe it's how they no, I was going to say maybe it's how they speak, but they just no. Because it could be their eyes. They're very soft, beautiful eyes. There's something very almost regal about their features, I think. Like Draco Malfoy-ish, okay? Like I don't know how else to describe it. They just have very pretty features, like a pretty man. You know what I mean? And like an absolutely stunning woman if you're looking for feminine, like just beautiful person, okay? Regardless of gender or whatever. They're just, you look at them as like, striking, right? Undeniable beauty. So we have waves. Yeah, they come in. That's exactly what their energy is like. A wave smashing you in the face. And you're like, holy shit, can you calm down? They have a lot of energy. A lot. Okay. Which is crazy because it's with this first card, I wasn't getting that. But it's interesting how it kind of morphed, and evolved into this. But wow, they have a lot of, it's just in your face. That's the aggressiveness. Like they're just in your face with their energy, and they might have a little bit of a temper, but I feel like they let things go. They're like, nah, it's cool. They're very easygoing, and happy-go-lucky, just going with the flow. I think they definitely talk about themselves a little bit. I don't think it's necessarily like in excess, but they're definitely proud of themselves. For sure. What was I gonna do next? Tarot? Let's do some physical appearance ones to see what else comes out. And there could be some specific zodiac signs with this too. So we have textured hair. So they could have like curly hair or tight coiled curled hair, but they textured hair. Libra. Okay. Wait, that's hilarious that this came out because I'm not getting this at all. Tall. Hmm. Okay. Interesting. I'm not getting that, but all right, Spirit, maybe. Yeah, and they do give off Libra, like very flirty. Yeah, slim build. They're tiny. There's something like they're very small. Their arms. I could like fit my arm, my hand, and I have small hands. I could like fit my hand around their arm. Maybe not quite that small, but still. I just need two more. Okay, we have light hair. Okay. And for some of you, there's husky build. So, okay, here's the thing. If they're slim, they're going to be shorter, okay? But if they're tall, like this, they'll be more husky. Okay? I wasn't really getting that, but maybe. um and we have light hair as well. So that can be like a light brown, light red, an auburn, strawberry blonde, light blonde, however it resonates for you. But let's do some tarot now to get more specifics. Wait, look. His hair. Oh my god, that's hilarious. And I was just talking about Draco Malfoy. Oh god. Anyway, okay. Let's see. For pile four's next partner. What can you tell me about pile four's next partner? Yeah. Okay. What's this one? The Nine of Wands, and they have that hair again. The light hair. So they could have like that bleach blonde, almost white color hair, or like a gray. And we have Page of Wands too. Strength. That person has some textured hair. This one kind of does too, like when I wrote this, I was thinking more along the lines of like very tight curls or like cornrows, dreadlocks, stuff like that. But it could be someone that has very like a lot of layers in their hair as well. Okay, the Hierophant. All right. Oh, okay. The Three of Wands. There's a very small person. They look very short. They're very slim. That's definitely the case here. Shut up. Look at this. It's that light hair again. Holy shit. Okay. And the Four of Pentacles. Okay. So the Nine of Wands is definitely telling us that they've been through a lot. They're very, very strong here. It's definitely going back to this moth card with the ending. Like they've been through so many things, and we have strength too. So Leo energy, right? Leo and Taurus here. But these are all really alluding, especially these two, to how strong this person is. They persevere and they keep going and don't let things get them down. They're determined. And Page of Wands is a really good card to have between these two because, even though things get really difficult, they don't give up. They keep going. They're not going to stop. They take action and they don't let things get them down, And I think that has a lot to do with their happy-go-lucky attitude. They see the world in such a beautiful way, and they really try to just focus on the positive, focus on tomorrow. If today sucked, let's see what tomorrow brings, right? And again, very small arms. I don't know. It's so funny that that's popping up like that. But okay, so like I said, Libra. So we have Leo, and now we've got Sagittarius and Aries, like I said at the beginning. But we also have some Taurus here with the Hierophant. So let's take that as we will. But with the Hierophant, they could be religious or spiritual or something like that. I'm definitely getting a little bit of that, where they really look to a higher being for answers, or just, I don't know, consulting tarot or whatever, or they could be in school as well. This could really have to do with school, um, and furthering their education, especially to have the Three of Wands here and the Four of Pentacles, really. This kind of feels like it goes together. It's like they're trying to save money and get a more stable situation so they can expand their life and allow, like, do things that they want to do and realize their dreams, actualize their dreams. So it's like maybe they're going back to school in order to do that. So they're having to save money and do all of that, to ensure that they're on the right track, right? I think that they're also very there's something here about, I was going to say conservative, but not in a political way, but I don't think that's true either, because um of their personality. But I think that this person has very specific morals and traditions that they do, or like that they're involved in, you know, and it could be part of a religion with these traditions, but they could just be very important family traditions. I feel as though this person is very close to their family. I think they have a very big family too. There's something here with that as well. Huh. But they're absolutely like making plans to expand what they're doing next, like what's coming next. And that's what they're thinking about. And I think that's what really motivates them too, to move forward and not dwell on some of these negative endings that they've had in their life, right? And they're really just looking for stability, and that's really, really important to them. So like I think they are very much saving money at the moment. That's very important to them, to make sure that they're just trying to make this happen, right? Make sure that they're comfortable and secure in their life. So let's do some charms, and then we'll do some letters to close out the reading. Okay. So we have Aquarius, which I was getting. Oh my god, my chair. Okay. Oh, lemon, yeah. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. That's kind of what they do. When life gives them something, it feels like it's impossible to use, they do something with it. They make things work. Yeah, they're really trying to go with the flow. We have a turtle here. They really try and just not let things get to them at all. Oh yeah, they love summer. I don't know. I see this and it's very fresh. Reminds me of summer. Um, and there's a heart there, which is cute. I think they just really like summer a lot, and they like being outside. I think they like being in the water too. That's very important for this person. They just enjoy being around friends, and maybe even tanning, or just chilling, like drinking by the water or whatever. Whatever they do. We also have a cactus. Maybe they really like being like where it's hot, or like in the heat here. But there's again a passion. They're very passionate. They get so fired up when they're talking about something they enjoy. Have you ever seen that freaking, oh my god, what the hell were they talking about? Oh, the Wicked Witch of the West, right? Have you ever seen that video where he's like going on about he's so passionate about it. I think it's the Wicked Witch of the West, right? And then are they talking about a bubble? God damn it! I wish I could quote it. It's like I can see them, and he like gets that's that person. This is that person though. Sorry. Okay, they get like this. They're very passionate. Jeez, I wish I could. I hope you know what I mean. I wish I could quote it exactly, but it's so funny. Oh man. Oh well. But that's how this person is. They get so fired up. about what they're talking about. And it's like, can you calm down? That's where that wave comes in. It's like, good God. It's funny though. They're hilarious. Um, but they are a lot. um, oh, nice. So we have a key and the lock. That's good to see. Oh, nice. So like they have their heart kind of shut, but they're not afraid to open it for the right person, to be vulnerable to the right people, you know? Because at their surface, it seems like they're very like there's not much complexity to them. But underneath, there's a lot. They've been through a lot and they have a lot of feelings too, you know, even if they come across as like a very simple person emotionally or simple minded, whatever, you know, they're not at all. They're very complex. You can't have a moth here and be a simple. You just can't. Okay. They're very interesting. And, but it's hard for them to open up to people, like actually open up. Rarely do people see that side of this person, that deep, complex side, but it's there. And they will give you the key to the right person. They could be a musician as well, or just really enjoy music. They could compose songs as well. Um, that's beautiful. Aww. Let's see. So we have the Two of Swords. That's the Two of Swords. The Jack of nope, sorry, the Knight of Pentacles, the Jack of Pentacles. That really is reminding me of school again. This Knight of Pentacles, I think they're going to school, getting more information about things. Two of Wands and the Ten of Wands. Nice to have the Nine of Wands and then the Ten of Wands. Awesome. Their difficulties are really coming to an end, I think. Like I said at the beginning, I think their difficulties are kind of going away. Things are going to get a lot easier for them, you know. They're very tired and it's exhausting. They've been through so much, but damn, it's good. You know, the um 10 of Wands is like someone carrying all of the 10 sticks on their back and they're just like climbing up that mountain and it's like damn, you know, it's exhausting. And I did notice this mountain and I almost mentioned like they may climb that, you know, that could be one of the things that they're interested in doing. And it's interesting that that came out. So yeah, that's cool. But the Two of Wands is kind of like they definitely have a choice to make here with the Two of Swords and the Two of Wands. It's like they know the answer already. They do. It's just a matter of if they'll take action. And I think that the thing is here with this Hierophant card, specifically with the Two of Wands, because they're worried about potentially how their family will react to something, whether it's what they want to do with their career or like wanting to travel, wanting to explore, wanting to do something different than what they maybe thought they wanted to do. Specifically to have the music note here, I think that's important. Like maybe this person like has always said they wanted to do like to be a doctor or be a something, you know? But then they're really thinking about it and it's like in their mind and heart and soul they want to pursue music, right? So I think that, but their morals and these tradition and these values are telling them no, you really need to go the route that is stable, you know what I mean? But they really want to listen to their heart. I'm definitely getting that with those two. But they're absolutely learning. They're going to school, they're taking classes of some sort here. They're just learning more with that Knight of Pentacles. Definitely. They're very thirsty for knowledge. A lot of knowledge about things. But let's get some letters to close out your reading. Oh, I dropped one. Oh, it's right in my lap. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, this is a lot of letters. Jesus. All right. Let's see what we have. Which one fell in my lap? A. Okay. Whoops. Another A. Okay. E, I, X. Oh God, two more E's. R. G. Oh, there's an O. A Y. L. Gray. I'm already seeing gray. T. Another L. There's an M. H. A Z. D. Another L. Okay, L's are significant. Lee could be their last name or like their first name. S. So U. P. UPS. They could work for UPS or something like that right now. There's another I. R. There's the S. Another S. And another M. Oh, no, this is the only M. Okay. DM. Interesting. Okay, like, why am I thinking they might really like Harry Potter? This is like the third time I've mentioned it. Hex. I don't know. Don't ask me. HP is here too, so they could really like Harry Potter. Mexico can be significant. Um, hmm. Oh, I'm so bad at this after channeling. It's hard for me to come up with words. So if you find anything, comment down below for me. Comment like what you found, like putting your words together, and leave a red emoji so I know which group you're with. Because I'm like, I'm brain dead right now. Thailand, Mississippi. Hmm. Grit, grill. Yeah. So whatever you can come up with, okay? But I'm going to end your reading there, pile four. This has been such a pleasure. Again, don't forget that there is an extended for this reading if you'd like to check it out. Again, it'll be down below in the description box. You can check it out on my Patreon. And we'll be looking at your chemistry together as a couple, how you'll meet, and when will they come into your life. So that will be in the extended. And if you'd like to subscribe, you can hit the button down below. If you'd like to be notified when I post a new video, you can hit the notification bell. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, I'll leave my email link down below. So you can shoot me an email if you have any love questions, like career, general. If you just have a regular question you want answered or need some guidance with, I got you. Just shoot me an email. We can work something out. And if you'd like to follow me on social media, I'll leave those down below as well. But I hope you have a beautiful day, night, or evening wherever you are, pile four. And I'll see you next time, okay? Bye.